So yeah, today we planned to show the mesh service demo. I tried it once. Yeah, so it's almost like the first time doing this on this call, but we'll see. It should be fine. So I have a local clusters. First, I have a global control plane running on Universal with in memory. It just runs on my laptop. And then I have two zones, zone 1 and zone 2. Both of them are K3D zones. And I also have a demo app deployed in both zones. And I can show you that, for example, here I have two services, demo app and Redis. This is Kuma GUI. And also I can show that demo app is working. There is east and west Redis. So in the current state, the old way of doing things, we are using our Kuma.io service tag. So every data plane in the cluster has Kuma.io service tag that's automatically generated on Kubernetes, and you can manually set this on Universal. And basically, Kuma understands what services do you have in the cluster by aggregating these values from all data planes and grouping by this tag. And the benefit of this approach is that we don't have like additional resource that you have to create and maintain. But the downside is that such approach is not scalable, and you always need to know and check all the data planes to figure out what services do you have. And there are many difficulties when it comes to policy matching, for example. So yeah, that's why we moved on to the new approach that's called MeshService, and it's already implemented and partially already released in 2.8, but not enabled by default. But the thing is, you can, on Kubernetes, for example, we are going to generate mesh services automatically based on the Kubernetes service. On Universal, users have to create mesh service manually. And basically, the structure kind of similar to the Kubernetes service. It has ports, it has selectors, and yeah, it also has status that we will check later in the demo today. So yeah, like I said, we have an application that's running in two zones. I mean, Redis runs in two zones and app runs just in one zone. And what we can try to do now, we can try to change the deployment of the control plane and enable experimental features such as mesh service generation, and we also want to skip old virtual IP generation. So let me open, I save this. We need these two variables. So the first one sets skip persisted VIPs true, and the second one generate mesh services also true. So let's save this, and keep in mind that I'm doing this only in zone 2 at this moment. So mesh control plane is restarting with new values. And I didn't show this, but before the upgrade, we didn't have any mesh service resources in the cluster. You should just trust me on this, because I forgot to show this. And now if we check mesh services, probably takes some time to generate. Right. Now we have in zone 2, now we have two mesh services. They are automatically generated and we can see how they look like. So like I said, there is ports. This part is taken from the Kubernetes service. And we also have status that allows us to see various information about the mesh service. I think we also have hostname generators. Yes, we have hostname generator. Hostname generators is also a new thing. I don't know if we have a page already in the, I guess we have hostname. Yeah, we have. So basically hostname generator is just a rule that allows you to select mesh services, and using a template, you can generate hostname for your service. We have a number of default hostname generators for mesh services, for mesh external services, etc. So if we look how it looks like for mesh services, it has a display name, namespace, SVC, zone, and then mesh.local. So all these hostnames should be generated automatically. So if I check mesh service, Redis, for some reason I don't see them here. But if I go to first zone mesh service and I check, for example, Redis here, oh, then I see the hostname Redis here. Maybe Mike, do you know why we don't have hostname generated on the local zone? Is it intentional or?
Is there a hostname generator on the local zone?
Yeah. I mean specifically for local zone. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there is.
Oh no, I mean, is there? Yeah. What are the? Well, let's look at the hostname generators.
Yeah,
Local.
so I would expect
Yeah, from global there should be
this
mesh
one to
cube
work, right?
service. Yeah, yeah. Show me.
Are we missing
And
something like
Kubernetes.
this?
Yeah, what are the labels on the mesh service? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's
showed me.
check mesh service.
I have a
Maybe.
question.
Why
Do
is there global on the in the labels for origin
Where do you see it?
in the hostname generator?
Wait. Yeah, I already opened the custom generator mesh service. Oh yeah, that
Origin
explains
global.
why it works on another zone and doesn't work.
But on the oh yeah, on the selector at the bottom is also origin global, which
Yeah,
seems
I meant to point on this one because this
oh
one
right, yeah.
is expected. Yeah, I don't know.
That's odd. Might be a mistake there. Sync cube mesh service. Yeah, I think that's probably not supposed to be there.
Yeah, so at least that's why we don't see host names on this zone. Maybe we should figure out it later. Lucas, do you have a
Yeah,
question?
yeah.
Yeah, I have a question. Do we even generate the host names for the Kubernetes zone, or are we using just Kubernetes names?
No, we should generate host names,
Okay.
I think. Although that's a good question. Maybe I'm not aware of that. Maybe we have that decided. I mean, we don't generate VIPs, but I think we decided to generate host names for local Kubernetes services. I think we did, but maybe we didn't.
So basically for local, currently you should use cluster local
Right, yeah, that's the
host
alternative.
name.
So.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should think about this more before the release. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, so it's not the point of this demo. The thing is, on the zone 1, that's actually not updated to the experimental feature. We still see mesh services synced from zone 2, which means that here current behavior is that traffic is Now traffic goes only to local zone. Because I guess, yeah, we changed because the second zone generated a mesh service, and this made behavior on local zone to prefer only local Redis.
I have a question. Have you enabled MTLS?
Yeah, I think so, because before that I showed that traffic goes between two zones, but then I upgraded zone 2, and now traffic goes only to local. So basically, cluster local hostname now resolves only to local Redis. I don't know if it's expected, but yeah, I guess because
Yeah,
here I don't generate VIPs
expected.
anymore, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
if
expected. This is kind of this is the like upgrade thing we were still thinking about, right?
Yeah,
but
so
it's expected.
basically we don't have advertised services in the ingress anymore, right? For example,
Yeah,
local
exactly.
one has this, and when we upgrade one zone and we don't generate VIPs anymore, this means we won't have service in the ingress, and this means this zone will go only to local Redis instance. Yeah, what I wanted to demo is basically I wanted to change the demo app, and instead of using cluster local to basically, oh, I haven't copied this, but wait a second. So hostname generator, not match service, Redis, and then we can take this name, and then we can go to deploy and go to app. Yeah, here we can replace this value with zone 2 hostname. I think I have to restart the port forward. Maybe I already can do this. Not quite. Right, so now it always goes to west. So we changed the hostname of the demo app to be basically to always go to where is I think it is. Here. So we changed the hostname of the demo app to always go to the zone 2. And that's why we see it always goes to the west. West is zone 2, essentially. Yeah, what else we can try to do is to update this zone as well, right? And maybe try to create multi-zone mesh service. Let's try to do this. So first of all, let's update this zone. Let's have these environment variables. And we save and we check. No, basically we should have 4 mesh services. 2 of them are exported from another zone automatically, and 2 will be local. So this one that have a hash suffix, they are exported, and you can see this by labels. So it says zone 2, while we are on the zone 1. Okay, so control plane restarted. All right, so now we have 4 mesh services. Because, by the way, I actually just deployed the same demo into clusters, and that's why we have to exactly the same. And basically, you have local Redis and you have remote Redis. I'm wondering, yeah, local one doesn't get a host name because of this host name generator selecting only external clusters, only external mesh services. Right, so should we try to create mesh multi-zone maybe? Anyone against that?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, my only problem with multi-zone is that I need this example mesh multi-zone service. If anyone has like a template for me,
Probably just the end-to-end test.
right. Yeah, let me check. And end-to-end. Is it merged already or because?
I believe so.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, that's everything's good. Yeah, I just checked Kubernetes version. Yeah, so we have, let me copy. We should create a multi-zone service on the global, right? And we can call this like Redis global. Mesh is default. Labels. Do we need labels? I don't think so. Yeah, what I want to merge is display name Redis, right? And the namespace Kuma demo. And we have to specify port. Should I keep 80?
6379, right?
You mean I have to select one of the, I mean, can I use some random port or should I always pick port of the mesh service?
I believe target port would be the. I'm not sure actually, but I would just try it with 6379.
Okay, let's try first with this. And app protocol, should I change this to TCP? I guess.
Yes.
Yes, this is Redis. Okay, let's try to apply this on global. Mesh multi-zone service. Okay, it's synced. Do we have a status for? Yeah, we have. This means it selected 2, right? Mesh services. Right, it selected 2 mesh services, and the host name is this one. Okay, so now let's try to go back to the demo, and now we change this value to multi-zone value. Let it restart. Yeah, I think I can put forward. It picked up only east. Even though mesh multi-zone service.
Do the services work independently? I mean, can we send a request to just east via the east service and just west via the west service? I mean, if we want to
Yeah, I checked
troubleshoot
that.
it.
This I checked previously, so I had here zone 2. Sorry, not here, obviously in the when we looked at the pods. Here I had just zone 2 value, and we saw traffic to west. Yeah, but now we should see the traffic to both.
Yeah. If we look at the config, maybe
Yeah, let's go to
turn it
the
into a live troubleshooting.
mesh. Oh, we don't have mesh multi-zone, right? But we can still
No, we
check
don't have it in the GUI yet. Yeah.
this demo up in zone 1, clusters, and for Redis, this one remote. Oh, this one Redis global. Yeah, so this one looks right because Redis global has both endpoints.
But you can see that the priority is different. I think the one has priority 0 and other has priority 1.
Right.
Makes
So
sense.
there is it won't just go over. So we should try to scale down.
Yeah.
For example, this Redis. So let's go here. This is east. So now when we take this Redis and scale this to 0, yeah, now it goes to west, right? Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if we already introduced locality aware load balancing for multi-zone. Maybe we haven't. But yeah, the thing is,
No, I think we haven't yet. Yeah.
okay, yeah, but it makes sense. Multi-zone at this moment, I mean, it makes the most sense kind of to prioritize local service and not just send requests to all instances in all the clusters. So yeah, this is the demo. In 2.9, you'll be able to use it. We're still working on the migration path, but yeah, everything is kind of already pretty cool and much better than using Kuma.io service tag for sure. Do we have anything else? Anyone has any questions? If no, then yeah, thank you everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.